Hi Year 13s. In this video, I just want to quickly talk about how we can do a robustness test. And so the robustness test is all about getting an idea of how good our model is for future predictions. So it's not so much about the accuracy of individual predictions into the future, but just more generally, does the model look to be a good fit? And so how it works is it works by making predictions for known points and then seeing how close those predicted values fall to what we actually know in the data. And so what we do is, well, in this case, if we look at the values we have, because the robustness test, we remove the last 3 time periods of data. So we need to make note of that the actual values, total number of filled jobs in 2011 month 12 was 1.9831, 1.8655 for January 2012, and 1.9324 for February. And so what we can do is we can delete the last row. And so we're going to do that 3 times. And so what that means is data that we did have is now in the future in terms of the model. So we have made predictions for these known values. And so we can go to our forecast output to see specifically. So we already had actual data for these 3 data points, but what we've done is we've removed those and now we've got predictions for it based on the data that's left remaining. And so if we have a look, the prediction for 2011 December is 1.9758. Now the actual value, if we remember back, was 1.9831. Now notice that, well, the prediction is a little bit lower than what actually happened, but what actually happened does fall within the 95% confidence interval. So it seems that at least for December, that our model is not too bad. And I mean, the closer our prediction falls to what actually happened, I guess the more reliable we might consider our model. And 1.9831, that's well inside the 95% confidence interval. 2012, the predicted value was 1.8634. The actual value was 1.8655. And so, again, that's pretty close to the predicted value. It's well below our maximum upper bound for the 95% confidence interval. And lastly, we predicted for February, we predicted 1.9229. The actual value was 1.9324. And 1.9324, again, in this case, is not too far off the predicted value. It's well inside the 95% confidence interval. And so making predictions for these known values and then seeing where they fall, confirming that they fall within our 95% confidence interval, that can give us confidence that the model we have is a reasonable one and it should be okay for making future predictions. And so, yeah, you can get into a bit of a discussion, try and go into a bit of depth, comparing the predicted and the actual values there.